Um, as you can see, my nose is big, boom, boom, boom. I have cold. So we move. I greet everybody anywhere you are watching us from, or seeing us from, or viewing us from this wonderful day. Thank you for coming, and we must continue. We must continue. So, what am I saying? So many things they go on, so many things they pop up, so many things they pop down. Mazenam the Gano. That was a time I showed this video. I think I can find it. I just saw somebody shoot that video this morning or this afternoon. So I think I will be able to find the video. If I will find the video, it will be good. If I have the video, I will find the video. Then we will analyze it again. You see, for long they have been trying to make Mazenam the Gano to come to drop anything, refuse, reject anything Biafra. But when I talk, people no agree understand them, people no agree hear them, people no agree take them. But today, other people are also seeing or saying the same thing that I said long ago and I tried to expose long ago. Today, like me and you know, the only reason why Mazen the Gado still there for detention is because he have not accepted to drop freedom. He have not accepted. He is still bent that I want freedom for myself, for my generation, for my people. I want freedom, and because of this, the Nigerian state is not comfortable or are not comfortable with it. So they are going to every length to make sure they frustrate him. Now I found out that if I do video, go put anything insecurity, they know they let that video go. You get as a view. uh, well, Nigeria, we see them clamoring or crying that they want what do you call them, army to come and take over Nigeria. Don't mind the one talking. And then finally Musa came out and responded. I hope that response is a good one. Well, we continue. We see Ugochi also. Uh, we see Ugochi also. We have a lot of things to listen to today, and today is just like we have to listen to these things because me, I don't even get strength to talk. So I think I wanted to. I want today. I was going to play the finance minister's program he had some days ago, but I was too down since morning. I've been down. Even you can see it from my face and listening to my voice. But I'm strong. We have to continue, and maybe tomorrow will be a good day to play it. So now, and I got my hands on one of the videos of convention of last year. That would be a good. Now would be a good moment of going back to those moments of referendum convention of last year. It will be a nice moment. So I greet every one of us. If you are joining me from anywhere you are joining me from, anywhere you are watching from, I greet you. I welcome you. And we will be visiting the office of the PM. That is Master Simon Egba. When I say visiting his office, I mean visiting his Twitter handle also to find out what's Guam. What's Guam, Musa? I don't know. When I go see that video that play, I just enter my mouth. What's going on, Musa? What's going on, Musa? Musa to take over Nigeria as an army officer, as army want to take over. Musa is good enough to take. He's good though, because Musa gets sweet mouth or how they dribble or parabolate or push people. So Musa go fit be good army. Musa go there smart and intelligent like a Babangida. So Musa should take over now. Musa should take over. So I greet every one of you. You're welcome and cool. So I have to call myself. Be like I go on hit myself. Okay, so we'll continue. Okay. So we continue trying to be at the center. Why and we will be at the center. So my people, no verse for me. No say when body know they okay, everything they do like say they scatter, they scatter, they scatter. Just do me a favor as you are joining me, like the video. Like if you can share, no problem. But if you cannot share, try and like. Simply look Gochiko, I greet you. How you day? Firstborn, you day here. And you come today, come be firstborn for this program. I greet you and respect you. Sorry, day, Willie, Ellie. I greet you. Simply look Gochiko, day, one name, Gozi. Friday Peters and they were always there on Facebook. Onyeshi Onwuka, they were. Which Onwuka is it? I know Onwuka for Abuifeke. Triple M, how you there? Akpoke, Okereke, Akpoke. You know, say, I don't know what it mean for your language, but for my place, Akpoke mean something I no go gree. Akpoke something where you don't fit break. Akpoke. I will greet you. John Wood, they were, they were. OC Incorporated, OC Incorporated. I greet you, and every other one of us that are watching there that is not in the comment section. I greet you. Like I begged you before, just do me a favor and like the video. That's the good thing you will do for me. Just like the video, and we will continue to do what we know how to do. We go they do, we go they preach and we go they preach this message, irrespective of what anybody want to do or want to say or would say or is saying. That one no concern us. Our own freedom all the way. Freedom all the way. One thing we must understand is that nothing good comes easy. Nothing good. No matter how little good. As long as good is attached to that thing, it no dey easy to get. Let me tell you, you might see that it is easy, but the truth remains that it is not easy. Nothing good ever comes easy. So when anybody will tell you that this is easy, very easy, na lie you. Anything that is good that you get easily, you see that thing, you are going to pay dearly when the time comes. Anything that is good and you got it easily, unless somebody worked for it. Okay, get me right. Unless, because there are things that people worked for. Our parents worked for, our family members worked for, our mother, our somebody have worked for it. So you are now eating other people's labor. That's ihana or amunonye ego. Or when you say that somebody was or is born on with a golden spoon, just sort of, that is somebody have paid a price. That's what I mean to say. Nothing you get in this life, everything, there is a price attached to everything in this life. So when you see it, you grab it, you begin to and you begin to enjoy it. You don't even know the price. You don't know how the price come about. You don't know your oh boy, you will find out somebody paid. Don't say, hey, it's very easy. It's not easy. You saw it, it looks as if it is easy because somebody have paid it without your knowledge. Somebody have paid for it. It's just like somebody, it's just like your mother, like, okay, let me know, let's not go far. It's just like one of Queen Elizabeth children. Queen Elizabeth children, Buckingham Palace today is just like the every member of the royal house in the England today. They don't know anything. If you want to fly to anywhere, just I beg, prepare the flight. I want to go here. They'll prepare. They will take him back. He's get. If you want to go to anywhere, even hell, he's there. He don't even know what it costs to put gas. He don't even know what it costs to pay a driver. He don't know what it costs to pay anybody. All he know is that I want to get here. The men are there, everybody is there, and he will be taken there because somebody have paid the price. And who paid the price? Somebody's in some cases, some people will pay the price, and some people, after they have subjected others, enslaved others to pay the price, the people they enslaved will keep and remain paying this price from generation to generation. That is the good example I found in what is happening in Buckingham Palace between Queen Elizabeth and the mother and the children today. The family don't know anything suffer. They will not experience anything suffer because their mother have paid the price using us as scapegoats. And the mom made us the slaves to be paying the price, whether we like it or we don't like it. We are paying the price, and now we have many of us have come to realize that we are paying the price of this slavery. We have been enslaved and we are still enslaved. We have to be free. But quite unfortunate that so many of us don't even understand that we are paying the price of a slave for people to, you know, for people to tread upon our heads. We pay them again. They take away everything we have, we still pay them. And people are enjoying it because this is the kind of thing you see people enjoying. That's why till today we talk. Go to my village, my Anglican church in my village, still pay money in the name that they are paying tax to the Anglican church in United Kingdom. I was asking my mother, is it not this Anglican church that should be paying us? Knowing that they are living well, knowing that they are okay, why are we contributing money to give to these people? You see people that hardly eat, they will be taxed to pay because they are church members. You will be taxed to pay to the people of England in the name of being a member of the church. Odigwegu, I must tell you the truth. Odigwegu. So today, like I said, we will be listening to so many clips, and I might not be analyzing too much because of the nose condition. Today, I've been able to get or lay my hands on some videos many of us may have forgotten that has been long, and I'm bringing them back today that I found something about concession. And concession or compromising. They want Mazenam, they cannot to compromise, or he will remain in the dungeon. Those people that don't even know, those people that are believing that there is miracle coming somewhere, from somewhere. Let me tell you something. Onye na-atụfuru ihe anaghị atụ ụta. If you know to weigh something, no expect to pick something. Because it's only the people that have thrown away that are going to pick. The Bible says, keep casting your bread upon the waters, for you will receive them in few time, in just in very small time, in a short while, you will receive them. You don't sow seed, you want harvest. You don't want to do anything, you want freedom. Do you know the price of freedom is the most cost? Do you know that freedom is the most costliest thing in this life? That's why everybody is fighting to be free. Even the animals in the bush want to be free. Even demons want to be free. Have you not read part of Bible that say that God sent some demons and then blocked them with stones? And these demons are still struggling to be freed. And God said to them, until the appointed time, you will remain here. I just want us to know that freedom is the greatest thing anybody would love to get. The best thing, the sweetest thing, the best thing that will happen to anybody in this life is freedom. Boom. Freedom. So when you don't know what it means to be free, you have not seen what freedom look like. When people will be telling you about freedom, you will be thinking they are fools. You will be thinking they are stupid. You will be thinking they don't know what they are saying. You will be thinking they are confused people. Like the day they say we are mentally druid people. So say that Simon Eba Ejirigo Ogun Dabakaleke will worry Sia Sinaya is confused. You get what I'm saying? They say that Ejirigo Abakaleke will worry Sia Yisi. Like where I come from, my community said that I'm not with my eyes again. Because you can imagine where people, everybody in my community, you know, all the what do you call them, cantonment, what do you call local governments, all the local government, Biafran local governments that were created. It's only my own local government that is not functional. That is also local government is not functioning because our people are bent in working against the coming of Biafra. And they say that Simon Egba is working for some people, but nobody have been able to prove to me who this Simon Egba is working for. Is it that they tell you he's working for Tinubu? He's working for United States agency. He's working for Devil Mai. Or I don't know. They just have something to say. And when you try to make them understand that what they are saying is baseless, he's working for the same Tinubu that want his head on a tray. He's working for the same Devil Mai that have set bounty 2 million naira upon any Biafra man you see. You see, so people know they really understand waiting they play. People know they really understand. So we must continue and continue and continue. So, like I said quickly, before we start, let's quickly run to the PM office That's tweet. I mean, no, no, sir. Carry you go Finland. Anyway, Finland, they make you enter Finland. And those of you who no one go Finland, they make a drag on and go Finland. They make gonna see Finland. Eh? Okay, we come there. Okay, Musa will talk about that later. And this Buhari's former head, Bashir Ahmed, hails Hamas leader Sinwar assassinated by Israel. Make it the hell up. Okay, I think this the man. Okay, this. Okay, this well, this. Let's see. Let's see what this one is saying here. Hold on. Let's see. I think we have only two updates from his handle, so we move. Where is it now? Okay. Let's see.
You take away from the statement of that rogue officer general at the defense headquarters. Or engaging bandits so that people can be alive and go to their farms, and he called us terrorists. He singled me out and called me terrorist. Nigerians are listening and some are happy because what is happening in these places are not happening to them. These rogue officers must be investigated and eliminated from our military if Nigeria is to move forward. My crime is that I stand by the people and defend them and make them go back to their home, go back to their farm, that they are not kidnapped. I release them. I don't know which sector of the Nigerian army is commanding that made him a major general. But it's sad that if Nigeria has such major generals, that's the problem of Nigeria. Our own is to help. And I will continue to help. What crime did I commit that a helicopter will come and fly over my houses? The houses of my fathers, my grandfather, where my siblings were. If I had not spoken out, maybe they would have dropped because we were not expecting them. And they would have done something to my siblings and myself and those who are with me. That an unmarked helicopter can fly up and down. Nigerians should ask questions. How many places have this unmarked helicopter gone to kill people? And then a rogue major general, I don't know where he became major general, will stand and use Nigerian platform to say a citizen of this country will be murdered. And it's acceptable in Nigeria. If he's not wearing that uniform, will he have the temerity, audacity to say he will murder me?
It is sweet me. They tell and say they go murder am. Eh? In the fight, in the cry. What did they cry for now? Eh? What did they cry for? They just tell you say they go murder you. You they run like a chicken where they break your head. Eh? Are you getting the message? Just talk, oh, they never do anything. They tell and say they go break your head, they go murder. So we just saw this one as well. It says, stay in Nigeria and the fight countries you are running to also fought in the past. Chief of Defense Staff tells Nigerian youth. Okay. Hold on. I just want us to see. I don't think we have another thing to see here. Let's go and then read Uchechi. Uchechi. Ogini Menegi Jirewura Jomatu. Uchechi. Okay, quickly. So we can forge ahead. quickly so we can move on. We come here to read the updates. How do I put it? So you can be reading as well when I'm reading. I believe it's full now. So if I they read, you too go they read. If I they read, make you too they read. Now so they sweet me. So you go no say I no lie. Now see they now so me I bring them. Now come get it back. We move, we move, we move. We continue to do the needful. So sorry, I might be sneezing from time to time because my nostrils are blocked, okay? So if you see that kind of thing, no say this one a bushman, no, I no be bushman, I be town man. Biafra man no be bushman. Biafra man na ogbonge town man. After all, now we be democracy ourselves. Don't they talk about, don't they sneeze? After all, now we be democrat. In short, the demo no be say we be democrat in nature. We, if you see us, you have seen democracy. That's the democracy you are trying to find. Look at my face, you see it. So quickly, the Akuna Ejiofor and the Ifeanyi Uba is not telling their mouth. It's not telling their mouth or the followers who fought the terrorist Nigerian army that murdered over 150 Biafrans in her ex-husband home. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. The Akuna Ejiofor and Ifeanyi Uba is not telling their mouth or the followers who brought the terrorists that murdered over 150 Biafrans in her ex-husband's home. This Akpaka, this Olocho is not attacking me, but her ex-husband. She is telling their foolish followers about her ex-husband, thinking she will make us to abandon him, so that her plan will be perfected. Those following this Okoko Igbo should ask her who brought those terrorists to Obibo, where thousands of innocent Biafrans were massacred. Ask this Olosho in UK who brought these terrorists to buy Biafrans in Mpo, Ebonyi, Enugu, and those praying in a school at Aba. They are mad that those who paid them to plan the kidnapping for her ex-husband are all fallen and kissing dust. Tell this Akuna that I am not her ex-husband, that she can slap and chase out of house. Tell this Olosho that I am Simon Ekpa Njoko. When I will expose this Shekeleke, when I go expose you is coming. She is mad that she couldn't deliver. We will finish the remaining shame before your ex will come out. You didn't ask questions. Namigo and you. Now this is waiting the shin she went and wrote. Listen, oh, Uchechi anya wuto anya anyanwụ ọtụtụ. Onye nyere gị anyanwụ ọtụtụ? Look at her. If okay. Anytime now the Ghanaian's court date springs around the corner, these contaminated imbeciles, These leashes, these leashes, emphasize these leashes. Namde cannot call you a leash. The last time he was in court, and it means you are an ectoparasite. This ectoparasite, this vermes, Nnamdi Kanu said he does not know where this animal come from. These untrained mopeds and the cost cankerworm with their imbecilic miget of a rep, my husband called him Nwadaka, would begin to split up. Which my husband is she referring to? Because the last time I checked out, the frustration she gave to her husband pushed her husband out of United Kingdom. And then the last time I checked, she is not defending her husband, but defending the enemies of her husband. The last time I checked, immediately her husband was kidnapped. She went into meeting with the kidnappers of her husband. What a shame. My husband. Don't worry, he will soon come out and you will expose yourself. The whole world will know that you pushed your husband away so that he will be kidnapped, as you have already planned it. And now you are planning to revoke her United Kingdom citizenship. If you have not done so by now, you Nnamdi Kanu's brokers literally yapping nonsense, displaying their criminality, killing and kidnapping in the name of Nnamdi Kanu just to tag him to their crimes. See the video below. Nnamdi Kanu said you are not doing it for him. When he talked about war, he means a mental war. When he talks about Somalia being better than Nigeria, he meant it economically. Now, how many times have our prime minister and all of us together come to make it clear that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with what is happening today in Biafran government? The government of Biafra have made this clear that whatever is happening has Nnamdi Kanu has no hand in it. Nnamdi Kanu is not part of it. What is difficult for this mad to Gotala? Eh? Eziokwu na nwere ndị wụ mmadụ, but they are not really human beings. How oshishi kada ha mma self. Oshishi ka ha mma. Now the guy said, you do not work for him. You are a criminal and your fellow criminals are operated under your umbrella. Of course, we are criminals. I agree. Now the guy said, those faffing about and the seeking relevance with his name. Buying and the kidnapping people are not working for him. None the Kanu said he lead IPOB, and IPOB is one family, but you attack that same IPOB claiming they no longer exist in your title. Of course, what you want us to remain IPOB, we should not attack them because you have compromised IPOB. Is it not the same you and your IPOB that came out to tell us that you have sold the ESN? You don't touch that point. Why are you not telling us that you sold the ESN? How you sold it? Why are you not telling us that the problem you have between you and the Kalunta and Emmanuel Okano? Why are you not opening up? Why are you not telling us? Not the kind of my husband. You should be saying my ex, not your husband, because he's not your husband. Beg sim niru po. Pueba osiso for whatever much pugayana. Pueba. And I go one of my puta. I think the best place to start from, we start with we will start with okay, since we don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu, make we continue to talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Make we continue the talk about Nnamdi Kanu. I beg you like this video for me. That's the good thing you will do for me, eh? That's the best thing you will do for me now. Just try and like this video. Yeah, like them for me now. Like just like them, you know, cost you anything. Not just to like this, bam. You're encouraging me. Thank you so much. So we move. Since we don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu, let us continue with Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah. Hold on.
Is going on. Is calling for a dictatorial system of government the right way to go? Because again, if you're calling for during the year,
who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces?
leading the country, the presidency has said that regardless of his absence,
Walking along the streets.
while the president is still in charge, you did not. Don't say we. You did not. But it doesn't mean that a couple of people powerful is emphasized. At the Nigerian let's look at
elect any of them. We did not.
Let's look at you did not. Don't say we. You did not. But it doesn't mean that a couple of people.
Okay, now I want us to get something here from what they are saying here now. I saw this discussion and I decided to bring it because there's another good discussion where they name the where they hit the nail or where they hammer the nail for her, the bam, and the nail enter. We go watch that video and listen to it. Like I said today, we have a lot of videos to listen to. I'm not reading because I know fit. So quickly, listen.
Did not. The president
we
won.
Did not
People supported.
people now. We did not elect the chief of staff now. Did you elect them? Did they contest election?
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
fine. Let's look at this, Pastor Darlington. I'm sorry for rushing you, but I want us to move on to another conversation because we're running out of time.
I like rushing business. Go ahead.
All right. So I've always saying that the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention is as a result of the fact that he has refused to come to a concession or a compromise with the Nigerian government, and that it's a means through which they want to crush the hope of IPOBs or those who are agitating for Biafra, and that he's been persecuted rather than prosecuted. So Imapa and that Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of conscience and needs to be freed without conditions. Do we see that taking place? Do we see that happening?
I want Nnamdi Kanu not to allow what happened to Abiola to happen to him.
Okay.
Abacha gave Abiola conditional bail and all that for him to go abroad and treat himself. He refused. Some Nadeko chiefs told him not to agree that if he die, Nigeria will burn this and that until Abacha died in detention. That must not be the lot of Nnamdi Kanu because of what will happen after. If there was such a thing on the card, Nnamdi Kanu should have said it and come out first. When he come out, then they can negotiate. They cannot put gun on his head and say, look, listen very well. When Mandela was released from South African prison, he said that South Africa must be free. And that if the condition that warranted ANC going into guerrilla warfare happens again, that he is ready to continue where they stopped. So if you come out and the condition are not improved, he too will bring condition for the federal government. If you want this agitation to stop, then don't marginalize the South. All the things you have been doing against the South, stop it. If you now the Kanu come out and discover that the federal government is reneged, he too can renege on the agreement. It's as simple as that.
But do you think it's possible is it possible for concessions to be held?
Nobody's going to tie his leg and his hand.
Pastor Darlington, is it possible that there are some conditions that Nnamdi Kanu has possibly refused to, that has made a political resolution not to be on the table? Because the last time, Joseph Bin Tanyako suggested that.
You just had his handlers, those who are close to him. You had it that he refused to renounce Biafra agitation. You just had them, and I'm saying no, that's not the way to go. If there was such a thing, yes, I have agreed, though. There's no problem, but
look at their own condition too. It cannot be one way now. It is a two-way thing. I just told you what Mandela did, what he said when he came out. And because the white supremacists agreed with us, he said, is that not what they teach in South Africa today? If not, the blacks would have gone after the blacks. The blacks would have gone after the whites. But since they agreed on the mutual coexistence, there have been peace in South Africa.
All right, Barrister Darlington, I want to say thank you for taking your time.
No.
Political solutions. Nigerians and our people in the southeast would do well to remain in Nigeria because they are useful in, and I want to believe that in Nigeria they stand the chance to be whatever they want to be.
Are you getting the message? This not only to Nnamdi Kanu. This video, I streamed this video here more than 1 year ago. This particular video now, and the people were angry. I said, no, don't be angry. This man is exposing to you the truth that you don't know, but people don't understand it. Now, this man said that it will be good for you to remain in Nigeria because you are useful to Nigeria. Are you getting the message? You are useful to Nigeria. I wish to say a day, okay, I've analyzed this video each 3 hours today. Listen again, listen.
A political solution. Nigerians and our people in the southeast would do well to remain in Nigeria because they are useful in, and I want to believe that
because they are useful, you should do well to remain in Nigeria. Not because Nigeria is your country, not because you are part of the Nigeria, but because you are useful. Are you getting the message? Not so when you hear somebody like Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kanu coming to tell you that you will be reintegrated into Nigeria. Now, with this video, you will be able to understand what he is saying. You are only useful. You are like a tool. Like this telephone is useful to me, but this telephone is not part of me. Are you getting it? This telephone cannot get the same value as any member of my family would. Are you getting the message? This telephone, or for instance, it's not a telephone. Let's say it's a housemaid. You have a house help, a housemaid, a nanny, whatever. That person is not as valuable to you, will never be as any of your children or your wife or your husband. But they are useful to you as nanny, as your house help. They are very useful. You cannot do without them, but they can never be part of you. That is what these people sees you like. You are very useful to them, but you can never be one of them. You can never be a Nigerian, and Nigeria you will never be. You are not. So you heard it directly. So when you hear Benjamin Kanu coming to tell you that you are getting reintegrated, I was asking the question, how can somebody that is a part of a country get reintegrated into the same country again? Can you reintegrate some part of Britain into Britain again? Can you reintegrate Yoruba man into Yoruba land? Can you reintegrate Funane man into Funane land? Can you reintegrate a Canadian into Canada? How? Except the person you ostracized, or the people that are never part of you. So this has proven that you, as anybody from that place, You are not part of them. And this man is telling you that it will do you well to remain because you are useful to Nigeria. And how are you useful? You are useful economically to Nigeria. Go and shake Lagos trade, all trade generating revenue today. Custom, police, army, immigration, quarantine. Who is bringing 98% income through all this? Biafrans. Shake out airports. Who is keeping it busy? Biafra. Even in Abuja, everywhere, Biafra. Check out goods that are coming in, taxis, hotels. Who are paying? Who are these people lodging? Biafrans. Over 80% Biafrans. Now, you see why they don't want you to go, because you are so useful. They want you to remain like nobody so that you will remain useful to them.
Because they are useful in, and I want to believe that in Nigeria, they stand the chance to be whatever they want to be. I also reckon that there are many things that need to change in terms of embracing the people of the Southeast, making.
You stand the chance to become what you want to be, just the same way the terrorists stand the chance of becoming what they want to be. They allow using the same language for you. Oh, God have mercy.
Them feel that, look, they are not being punished for the civil war that happened more than 40 years ago. They have to be treated as people that we want as people of Nigeria. So,
did you hear that? That you have to be treated as people that they want. Not that you are going to be treated or that you have to be treated as one of them. No. Even if you adopt a maid, even if you employ the maid or house help or nanny, at a time you begin to treat that maid as one of your children. But no, they are going to remain treating you like somebody that they want, because you are like their ogwego. They just need you for what they need you. And you get, and I have told you, each time you see this man come to make this kind of confession is from the inner carcass. I've said this, why I do listen to. This man is the only man that can go to Boko Haram, go to inside villages where they stay and they interview them. Journalists, Abati no go do am. Abati can't, nobody. Why I'm telling you this? Because this man is from the inside. He has something that beat the drum for him. You get the message? So when I played this video about a year ago, I told you people that this thing you heard him, it's not that he is saying it. Me, I don't like him personally, the way he do anything when it comes to Biafra or Igbo. He hurt us as well. But when he speak, I take waiting come out from his mouth, not him. He is telling you what a decision that has been reached. That Nnamdi cannot have to make concession, have to compromise everything before he will be coming out. And let me tell you, when you see what is his name, Abaribe and Co. went to meet Attorney General to release Nnamdi Kanu, the same paper were given to them. Go and give Nnamdi Kanu this paper. If he sign it, and what is in that paper, if you come out and talk about Biafra again, you will die. If you come out and speak about freedom again and teach people that they have been blinded, and if you educate anybody again in the name of Radio Biafra, in the name of IPOB, your head will go come up for your body. Now the guy said I will not sign. That's why he stayed there. So let us listen to him because the sentence has replayed today. Listen.
Treated as people that we want as people of Nigeria. So my view is that as the president promised during his campaign, he is going to find a political solution to the problems in the Southeast. The violence in the Southeast will naturally come down, and the Nnamdi Kanu matter will get a political solution. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I want to see. And in the fullness of time, I'm confident that we'll come to this. But Nnamdi Kanu has to also make concessions. He has to give up his armed struggle. He has to commit to the Nigerian state. And hopefully the charges will be dropped.
That's right.
Did you get the message? Are you listening? That Nnamdi Kanu have to make concession. That Nnamdi Kanu have to hands up, and the charges will be dropped. That means the charges were all manipulated and heaped there. Are you getting the message? When we talk, you listen, because we know they do blog and we they talk the way it is. We do open the can and the worms go repasiala. That's what we know how to do. Opening the eyes of everyone to the reality, to the truth. So now you get a message. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there not because he did anything or anything happened, or those things you see there as charges are not charges. They are there because somebody wants him to be there, because he don't want to hang up. He said, I will not give up. He want to remain there instead of giving up. Continuing with what is happening today in Biafra land, I will also want us to listen to Dan Olase. I don't get power to do so much analyzation today, so let us listen to Dan Olase.
Getting better when this Monday sit at home thing seemed to have died down, but it looks as if that's not the case. Chief, what's really going on in the Southeast?
It's difficult for anybody to give you a clear answer.
Okay.
Because to give a clear and honest answer, it must be part of the system.
Okay.
To know who and who are killing, who is involved. Southeast politicians are exerting some disgusting confidence about themselves and their presumed success. Because I call it presumed success. Look at what you just said. Army centers being attacked. Everywhere in Southeast occupied. Move from one part of the Southeast to the other. I think about 10 or 15% of Nigerian armed forces and the police are in the Southeast. And yet these things are happening. So there must be some level of collusion somewhere that you can't explain. The Southeast cannot be referenced as a place that wasn't good leadership. We have had what I call, political masquerades that touched the lives of Nigerians, the person of Nnamdi Azikiwe, who with other patriots brought independence to this country. We've had leaders like Dr. M.I. Okpara. At a time, the British Guardian newspaper labeled him the best black man performing on the continent when he was Premier of Eastern Region. And yet, by the time he left office, he had not an empty land in Enugu. When he came back on exile, we were among those who contributed money for a bungalow to be built in his village. Leadership. Built so many industries. Most of those industries he built have collapsed since the end of the Civil War. There are so many masquerades. Sam Mbakwe, in recent time. Jim Wobodo, in recent time. So we have references to make. Even within the context of what is happening now. Because most state governments have collapsed. Go to Abia and see what Alex Oti is now doing. He's the latest masquerade, himself and Dr. Peter Mba, the Enugu governor. Wonderful work. So you feel that it's not difficult if you apply the resources of your state to good work. It will show. So I will encourage because part of these things, reference to the violence we're talking about now, I think Nnamdi Kanu has a lot to do with it.
Right.
People use his name.
No, well, I'm coming to that, Chief, because I know that people like you, some of the Southeast leaders, have actually been vocal as to asking the government, both the past and the current government, to release Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, you're saying from what you hear, there's a correlation between what is happening in Anambra, in the Southeast, and his detention. Some people are now using his name to perpetrate evil. But does it seem like the government would be listening or is listening?
Well, I had seen Nnamdi Kanu at the DHS 3 times. The 4th one, they refused me to see him because I made a television statement after seeing him. He told me to stay he doesn't support this Monday stay at home. And I made that statement, I've gone to court with him not less than 5 times, the last time I was there. And I stopped going because it's very emotional for me. Once he sees me, he starts shedding tears, and I will also follow him. So I stopped going. It's a boy who represents the energy of post-war Nigerian Biafra. A boy who was born in 1969. People virtually worship him because there's so much disenchantment. Most people in the South believe they are not part of this country. Unfortunately, they believe they are not part of this country. So the holding of Nnamdi Kanu typifies to them the same theory. Why are they holding him? What did he say? Spoken word. What did he say? So you don't know who and who are energizing these killing processes in his name that they are holding him. So I have said on this platform, why won't government take a chance, release him and see what happens? And let us see whether people using his name to commit crime will continue to do so. And I don't believe they will continue to do so because he's a very influential person, very, very influential person, that if you hear his name in any gathering, it stirs up some concern, It's a forward-looking, positive, very brilliant chap, very extraordinarily brilliant chap. If you hear him speak, you would think he didn't go to school.
What is government really concerned about releasing him? Is it that when he's released, there's something, maybe there will be an escalation or of some of the evils happening in the Southeast? You know why I'm asking this? Because I know there have been court pronouncements regarding his case.
I believe some people are profiting from this detention because I looked at the Supreme Court judgment. Out of about 10 major things the Supreme Court spoke about and condemned the federal government of Nigeria. I was live in the Supreme Court. The only thing they finally said that the case should be referred back to the High Court afresh. They condemned the federal government for attacking his compounder. That was why he escaped from the country to start with. Who will hear that government wants to kill you and you stay there to wait for them? That was why. This is the Supreme Court of Nigeria giving judgment. The appeal court did the same thing and the Supreme Court upheld it. Unfortunately, instead of asking that he should be released, they said that the case should start afresh from the High Court. That is where we are. So it's difficult to believe if we had good leadership or if we have good leadership presently in our governors. There should be serious demonstration. Very serious. What harm is this young man to this country? Because if he comes out, there will be 80%, what will I say, security, cover in the Southeast. People will be so glad and happy that he's out, that if you ask them to get involved in crime when he's out, walking about, it will be difficult.
Okay, Chief, but I'm not from the Southeast, but I've heard a different sentiment where some people don't feel comfortable having him around. They've actually said some pretty strong things against it, especially with his secessionist tendencies. That they've actually supported this view that it's not wise to have him out.
There's something now I saying, I will kill you. How do I kill you? Spoken word. The level of spoken word ever said in this country. The wife of the president of this country presently said that Igbos should leave Lagos and they will inherit their things. Isn't that the worst comment? When he was saying it, she was saying it. She didn't know she would be first lady of this country. Can she regard herself as a mother of the Southeast? Igbos should leave Lagos and they will inherit them. The Oba of Lagos made even worse than that Igbos should perish in the lagoon. So why won't our people be saying, if you don't want us, let us go? You cannot be shorter than me and be taller than me at the same time. So there has to be, that's what I said when I started talking. We don't have, our people don't feel part of this country. Because the attitude, the spoken word, the behavior of government doesn't show that they want us to be part of this government, just because of the civil war. But look at what is happening. Is Nnamdi Kanu responsible for bandits, for Boko Haram, for all the kidnappings going on in the northeast and northwest? Things have gotten worse than they used to be. Was it Nnamdi Kanu that started them? Nigerians are protesting everywhere for hunger. And the Buhari government, Tinubu's government have become a human embodiment, of so many things, including, what you could call reasonable doubt. Nigerians are now expressing reasonable doubt on anything that comes out from the mouth of the government. They spread an epidemic of false information everywhere, and it's becoming traumatic. Tell me what you point out, that the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Vice President, President overseas, and look at the wishy-washy reasons they were given. The President of Senate is there, ministers are there, and they forget that the Constitution said that the President is the President of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, with President of Senate given, and there was no handover. Unless you people have one that you didn't show us on your news. No official handover. The Vice President is somewhere in Switzerland talking about hundreds of millions of dollars for one digital economy something. When hundreds of, like you people said on the newspaper review, if it was a normal country, 160-something people died of tanker explosion, and all leaders of Nigeria are abroad. They're all abroad. President is on leave. Where is he spending his leave? He's in London and Paris. Finally, they'll end up in Dubai. There's madness in this country. There's madness. I'm expecting there has to be a people's revolution. 774 local government, water is not running any one of them. And people are shamelessly. Have you seen where governors move? 20, 25, 30 vehicles, blowing siren, road open, road closed. Tell me which governor in this country, either past or present, that will take you to his village and water is running. We're all in Nigeria. And water is running. Somebody was asking me, that they watched my program on Arise Television discussing River State. I said, you know why? That I've not met, what is his name, Onyesom Wike, one-on-one. But go to Port Harcourt and see what a man did in 8 years of governance. He's now on 1 year in FCT. Don't you see a difference? We had one bellow here as Minister of FCT for 8 years. Was there any change here? They were just distributing land and selling. Look at the difference. So to that extent, I have appreciation for people, especially this quarrel between him and his governor. And there were a lot of friends going to run the affairs of one of the richest states in this country. He said,
government and how it is affecting the people.
Yes.
You talked about people protesting, crying of hunger and hardship and all that.
He talk good, he talk bad. So we take the good ones we need from him, throw the other ones away. Sorry for me, I'm not sorry. I'm not I'm not that strong enough today. So anything you just see here, manage and filter them and take the ones you need and throw the ones you don't need away. I should have been, separating them myself. But that is by the way. Hey, Honorable Mo, now you. Honorable One Tasayon, I greet you. I greet you. I greet you. I hear you. Every one of us here, I hear all of us here. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. If you are just joining us, you are welcome. Just do me a favor, give me a like, a thumb up, and we continue. Stella Ozoka, Stella, you're welcome. Franca, Mary, Margaret. Margaret, you did? Margaret, now wow, you discuss disease. What is going on? When did that happen? They don't thief you, but they don't thief you. Hey, Iko to one them cake Scarlet. I greet you. I greet you, Biafra Freedom, Chris Biafra, and they will name Emmanuel Okechukwu, everyone, whether I no call your name. Oyebushi, Yeah, but you they show you do you they show today, you know they show again. What will happen? I hope you are good. This your guy man cap look good. Hmm? So they will no more Shineke. We move, we continue. So what are we saying and what are we not saying? At the end of it all, anybody hoping that Mazenand Obieze they will want them they will go hit the like button. I hit here. Now anybody hoping that Mazenam Dekano is going to court, there will be justice. You dare deceive yourself. You they deceive yourself. Let me tell you that one. You they deceive yourself. There will never be anything like that. And why all this is, why it happened? Why is it that why you don't ask yourself why is it that Nigeria no justice is coming anywhere, justice is not coming anywhere, there is no hope of justice anywhere, and yet some people are telling you to remain in the place where they are not hoping for justice. You don't want to do anything, you just want to. I want to ask you a question. If truly Mazen Dekano believe what these Umwefulef are doing, the people that call themselves underground workers, if Mazen Dekano believed what they are doing, by now Mazen Dekano would have hands off and buy in into the consensus, buy in into the compromisation, buy in into the handsing off. You getting the message? But now, Mazen Dekano said, Anayanaga anywhere, I'm not stepping an inch. I am not giving my diaphragm up for anything. You get the message? Till now, Mazenam Dekano said, I am not giving up anything. But these people has already given up everything. They have given up Biafra. They have given up the ESN. They have given up this. Even the so acclaimed IPOB, they are claiming they are working underground to keep. They are doing that. No, they have given up everything. The only thing they could not give up, and they will never give up, is Simon Ekpa. These they have tried. These they have tried in so many ways to give him up, but they could not. That is why you see the Chinch Okoyibo that come out to say my ex-husband. My ex-husband is not getting medical attention, but my ex-husband is living in a well-furnished house. My ex-husband cannot get to see his lawyers. Who no get eye, make you open eye. Let's hear Ikenga. You know, of Ikenga, sometimes he go talk like a person we know waiting in the talk. Sometimes he go talk. After Ikenga, then we go over to Nigeria. We'll go over to Nigeria. We go swing into Nigeria system after listening to Ikenga. Because the Nigerian military has been got up. People are still calling on Nigerian military to come and take over. And don't worry, when we get there, let's listen to King.
Yourself involved in. One is wondering, what about the fear for yourself? Because most times from afar, some of us who love what you're doing, engaging the system, wonder, we're afraid for you. Are you in any way thinking about yourself too?
Every human being wants to remain alive. But the power to be alive and not to be alive belongs to Almighty. And that doesn't mean that you should also not adopt, human method to be safe also.
Yeah.
Why putting your ultimate trust in God? Of course, there is fears, and those fears are born out of, threats that have been real in the past. So we have gone through it. So why would I not fear? The third assassination attempt in Imo got some people beheaded and murdered, and I escaped the bombing narrowly that day. So why would I not be scared for my life? I want to live. All I fought for that day was to be alive. So unfortunately, that loved ones were also killed in the process. So I've had frame of charges, murder charge, terrorism charge, and arson of offenses that you never have anything to do with. Accused of separatist activity just because I'm calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Innocent people, kept in detention who didn't even do anything because you want them to say Ikenga did this, Ikenga did not do this. So yes, there's always threat. The axis of evil will always want to shut you up. What they do, these people in darkness, is that they don't want voices to air what they do. So they always want to silence it. So you have to be very careful, of course, praying to God Almighty to remain alive. But then what will you do? You should, because at times you may be driving a car or going home, you can even slump and die. So anybody can die through any method, but nobody wants to die. I get him. But death, like the philosophers will say, is a necessary end that will come when it will come. It's a question of how and when. So I understand that principle and that philosophical saying that it is a necessary end that must come when it will come. It's a question of now, how, and when. And I want my own to be when I'm old. And I want it to be painless.
And it will be so. Let's
It's
bring
God
in
that
Nnamdi
protects.
Kanu. What is the present situation now? And you've over and over again, alongside so many others, called for political solution. What's going on?
I think is the fact that the president does not attach. I'm beginning to feel that the president does not attach importance to the welfare of our people, because if the primary responsibility of government is protection of lives and property, and you consider the Igbo as an integral part of the Nigerian project, which we are, we invest in land where people don't invest. I can't imagine how many Yorubas and how many Hausas that built mansions, where in Abia, in Imo, and in Ebony villages. But we have thousands of our people investing in Lagos, building mega mansions, big hotels, industrial estate, and so on and so forth, because we believe that we are one. But your actions at times make us feel you don't even see us as part of the Nigerian project, because if you do, considering the contribution we have also made to the Nigerian project, economically and otherwise, in sports, in education, in everything, it should worry you since 1 year and of being in office. How do I resolve the Southeast question? There have not been any effort. Now you're calling for 30 days youth conference. Have you called for even Umunna meeting on the Igbo problem? You're the president, commander-in-chief, who is supposed to enforce Section 14, lives and property. Our people have told you in clear terms that they want an end to the siege in our land. They want an end to this, uncertainty. People can no longer farm. Go to Umulolo, things are happening there. Go to also, all of these things are born. Things are destroyed. We're dealing with our own brothers. We're dealing with a bag of people. We're dealing with military officers. We're dealing with a lot of issues down there. But there have not been any national consciousness, national effort to now bring our people together. Our people have also said in clear terms that as part of that show of good faith, as that part of that opportunity of, like a father who wants bring everybody to the table, that obey the judgments of courts. I think for the fact that they have won in court, even when they didn't even have confidence, when they didn't have confidence in the judicial process, they still went through that adjudicatory process and they won. You obey it. That's the least you can do by granting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the bail or releasing him. And Section 174 thereabout was very clear on the powers. So what are we waiting for? The Attorney General can issue nullity. So the president, he has the powers to discontinue and terminate that legal proceeding. Justice Inyako, before the last judgment, agreed to a political solution and gave extended time, almost 3 months, so the government can now file. But the federal government never started that engagement. That shows hate. That shows lack of concern and care for the Igbos. Your court even said, go back and find a political way, and I'll wait for you people. Waited 3 months, only for us to come again. Nothing. That made them to say, okay, since your orders are not being obeyed, you don't want to do anything, we don't have confidence. The woman have recused herself from the process. A new judge will come up. But this matter have lingered for over 2 years or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So allow that all over the world is done.
Yeah, of course.
We are not Hezbollah or not those other people. But is it you are not asking now, ceasefire, Israel, let's go back to the table. Yeah. Even when some of them are murderous gangs that we know.
True.
Our tribe is not a murderous gang. All you need is a political solution to address things that originated from age-long injustice, which everybody knows. We have been treated like we are second class in a country we have invested so much. Is it a lie? That we have some of our leaders who doesn't want to speak in defense of our people.
You see, I like Ugoshin, I like Ikenga. But I prefer and I would like somebody, instead of you to be trying to address some issues like quoted, why don't you stop addressing those things? We are being treated like, no, you are not part of them. I want you, those of you that were not here before, I want you to listen to this video again. Listen now, listen.
Political solutions. Nigerians and our people in the southeast would do well to remain in Nigeria because they are useful in, and I want to believe that in Nigeria they stand the chance to be whatever they want to be. I also reckon that there are many things that need to change in terms of embracing the people of the southeast, making them feel that, look, they are not being punished for the civil war that happened more than 40 years ago. They have to be treated as people that we want as people of Nigeria. And
he is telling you that you have to believe. We have to make you believe and make you see that we will be treating you like people we want as people of Nigeria. Not that they will be treating you equally as every other Nigerian. No, Nami know they understand the grammar. No, nobody dey here where they blow grammar. Make una tell me say I no understand this thing now. Maxwell, I give you link. Make you come in if you don't understand the grammar, because grammar they good for na mouth. This is why me I don't like English. Is it that my ears are hearing differently, or that my interpretation is not good, or that I don't even understand what he's saying? That you have to be accepted. And we have to treat you to make you believe, to make you think, to make you feel that we need you. I will rewind it. Listen again. Listen again. No. Listen.
A political solution. Nigerians and our people in the southeast would do well to remain in Nigeria because they are useful in, and I want to believe that in Nigeria they stand the chance to be whatever they want to be. I also reckon that there are many things that need to change in terms of embracing the people of the southeast, making them feel that, look, they are not being punished for the civil war that happened more than 40 years ago. They have to be treated as people that we want as people of Nigeria. So my view is that, as the president promised during his campaign,
that they have to make you believe that they will treat you as people they want. Maybe I know don't understand Tureshi. I was someone go tell you about Tureshi. Maybe na me no don't understand Tureshi. Max, you are welcome. Help me interpret that thing. Maybe now you go understand that, because you know they blow grammar. Me, I know sabi grammar. Explain that thing for me, I beg. You are welcome.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, sir. Good evening from my little beautiful city of Bolgatanga in Upper East Region, Ghana. I salute every one of you. I salute Mazen Namdekano, the Prime Minister, his honorable members of the Biafran Republic government in exile, men and women of courage of Biafra land, the Biafran Republic government in exile, armed forces that are taking care of my mother's ancestral land. I say, may Chukwu Kabiyama continue to bless all of you for the great work that you are doing, especially those that are protecting the land of my mothers. Thank you so much. And I salute those in comment section too. I like the like is not encouraging at all. I indulge you. I plead with you to at least like, share, and comment so that other people will come in and listen to what we are saying. Mazugo, I did not join you earlier on. What happened earlier? They see the Olatijo is a Kogi State man. When you go to Kogi State, because of how important Kogi State is in the history of Nigeria, once you get to Kogi State, it's a strategic area in the history of Nigeria because it connects the entire southern Nigeria with the northern part of Nigeria. That is how vital that place is. And if you look at what the defense headquarters are issuing, not just today, ever since, they made us believe that the terrorist sleeper cells in Kogi is more than any other place around Nigeria. Even Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP do not have the number of terrorist sleeper cells that there are in Kogi State. I would have loved him to take care of that first before he starts indulging in Mazen Namdekano, trying to speak the grammar that I don't understand. If you look, how can someone who is reasonable, someone with frontal lobe, a working frontal lobe, tell us that one of the major ethnic group in Nigeria, the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, are useful to Nigeria? Are useful. They are not useful to lead as presidents. They are not useful to command positions. They are not useful. But they are useful for what? On what basis? Because you need peace, you need the resources in that land. In that particular part, that part of the land of Nigeria, to continue to sustain your wicked country. That is the reason why you need them. Can you see how casual that boy is? Can he say this of Hausas and the Fulanis? Can he also say this of the Yoruba people? You see, they have seen us so much. They have known us so much that they don't have respect for our people anymore. And that is the reason why I am fighting tooth and nail to make sure that we pull out of that contraption. Those that are supposed to do the right thing for us have failed to do it for us. And that is why we are doing it ourselves. And as long as Chukwu Kabiyama is with us, we are going to prevail upon these scorpions and serpents that has kept us on the ground. This guy is a beneficiary of the corrupt system. When you hear them speak, you will understand, Mazug. You will hear them. By their fruit, you shall know them. We are not going... Mazen Namdekano don't need any political solution. We don't need any political solution. What we need is Biafra, and Biafra we shall get.
He said,
that is what we need. I don't care whatever they do. If it is possible for one man to carry this thing and begin to do what Hausa people call shege, wallahi zan ba su shege. Wallahi ta'ala zan ba su shege. Allah wallahi zan ba su shege. Amma ba damuwa ya muna nan. And we are here. We will continue to do what is needful. We will continue to fight, irrespective of how they look at us. Just imagine this pig, this is it Igbira pig, will come out and begin to tell our people that we are useful to them. Anyway, I don't blame them. They sold us out. If you look at the picture,
He's going to find a political solution to the problems in the southeast. The violence in the southeast will naturally a political solution. Nigerians and our people in the southeast would do well to remain in Nigeria because they are useful in and I want to believe that in Nigeria, they stand the chance to be whatever they want to be. I also reckon that there are many things that need to change in terms of embracing the people of the Southeast, making them feel that, look, they are not being punished for the civil war that happened more than 40 years ago. They have to be treated as people that we want as people of Nigeria.
Okay, Max, they want us as people of Nigeria. We have to be treated like people they want, not that we have to be treated as. I wonder anybody see, I know they like English because they had me to speak and explain.
Hold on, Mazugo.
The little word I get,
Mazugo, see, if you look at the economy of Nigeria and what is sustaining Nigeria, from which people are they generating the IGRs? Is it not from the taxes, your imports and everything that you bring into Nigeria? If you go to Apapa Wharf or the port in Lagos, go and check the rate at which businesses are flowing in there. Who are the people responsible? If they come out and tell you, oh, Lagos has an IGR of so, who are the people contributing it? If they open up Calabar Seaport to international standard and they open Iguacha Seaport to international standard, even if they cannot even open the Delta home, once they open this place, let me know if Lagos will be bossing of that IGR with the kind of treatment they are giving to Igbo-speaking Biafrans or Biafrans entirely in that Lagos. Because during that wicked election, when they see you, even if you are a Yoruba man, you look like an Igbo person, or a Biafran, they will attack you. This is what is going on. What is going on in that places? Who are the people paying? Who are the people? All the loans they contracted, all the billions, tens of billions of dollars of loans who are the people paying it? Those of you in the diaspora, I say here, every year, over 20 or 21 billion dollars is remitted into that wicked country. Wicked country. Who are the majority that are living in this abroad that are engaging and sending all these remittances to these people? After all this, the only thing they will give you is this idiot to come out and begin to tell us that we are useful to them. So if we were not useful, if we were insignificant, they should throw us in the dustbin. Have you seen the thinking mentality of this kind of people? These are people that are sitting on studios and preaching and talking, analyzing issues. Very empty and vacuous people. That is what I will say here. Thank you.
Well, MNK, good to see you here. I don't ask of you, Taya. MNK, you just abandoned. Abi, is it not
It's possible. Impossible to abandon Honorable
Ah,
Ugo of all people. It's impossible. It's
Mazembe,
impossible.
ọdịrọkwa mma ọdịrọ mma abeg. Na-abịa na-abịa na
Apologies, sir. Apologies. Apologies, Honorable.
your voice
I
dey
apologize.
speak. You, Max, all of you in short, make una dey come encourage me abeg.
I salute you, Honorable Ugo, and I salute, hey, Max. No two Max, only one Max.
Musa,
It can
Musa,
only
salute
be,
you,
it
Namochi,
can only be you.
Yagazie.
That's the regular number. That's the regular number. You are the type of people we need, not want, we need. Okay, you know the Nigerian journalist that you have been playing is comment.
Mm.
It's Nigerian journalist, okay, but that's actually a physical spy sent by Nigerian government to come down to East and monitor things openly in the name of journalists and give them report. But that's okay. That's okay. He said that the people of Biafra are the people they want. And I want to break this thing down. Emma, like few months ago, I am neither grammatically correct nor politically correct. Okay. But there is something they have done with our people with this grammar or English language. It has made us to lose our languages. Sometimes some words that looks as if they are to deep down that there are big and huge, I mean huge differences between them. I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
You are coming out, Mazemeka.
Thank you very much. There are huge differences. You know, when people say I want and I need, our people finds it difficult to understand the the difference in them. When somebody say I want means something you desire to have or to possess or do something with it. Something you desire to have or to possess and do something with it. In other words, if you put it in the context of the man speaking on behalf of Nigeria, that they want the people of Biafra, he is referring to us as slaves. It's something he wants the people of Biafra or he desire to possess the people of Biafra and do something with them. That's the meaning of want. Now, need is something you require because it is essential, very important to you. All right? That is the meaning of need. And why do I say this? I know that man is a very educated man, grammatically educated, you know. I doubt his level of common sense because I know he have none. He has no common sense. I knew very well if he wants to regard us, he would have said they need the people of Biafra. But he chose the word want. He referred to us as slaves. I would have paid more attention to him or even listened to him to know where he's coming from if he had said we need the people of Biafra. And we know that these are people he required, these are people he desired because they are important and essential and very desirable. But he never said that. He said we are the people he wants. Well, we don't want Nigeria either. And we don't need Nigeria. Okay? That's the message. We don't want and we don't need Nigeria. They send him every day to go down to Onitsha. They send him to go down to Imo State, everywhere in eastern part of the older Nigeria, and say, oh, this is what is happening. We want a situation whereby they will come to, there are things he wants to change. Why don't you mention one thing you want to change? You want to get us through emotion? You want to get us through pity? We are not people looking for pity. We are people fighting because we believe in our strength. Let me tell you, if we don't believe that we have strength, we will never fight. If we know that we don't have strength, that is when we'll be looking for pity. We have strength and we are fighting. Nigeria has nothing to offer our people. We have tried to see if there is anywhere in the past, if there is anywhere they have anything good to offer or to bring to the table. They have failed completely. And because of that, we have lost hope in Nigeria and we will never go back to Nigeria. It is very simple. We don't want and we don't need Nigeria. One of the men you played his video, you played his audio, who made a call. He said he doesn't want what happened to Abiola to
Yeah.
happen to Mazen Namdekano. He made a very big mistake because he would have understood the simple fact that the people of Abiola is not the people of Mazen Namdekano. These are two different people. Two different, in fact, there is a parallel line between these two people. The case of Mazen Namdekano is nuclear. And we are not backing down anytime, any day. It is nuclear. And you see, we are not the type of people that go, oh, begging, oh, please release Mazen Namdekano. No, 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 no. We are not begging anybody. We are not begging anybody. Anytime we call for the release of Mazen Namdekano, we are demanding. Demand. Let them check the meaning, the difference between begging and demanding. We have the strength, we have the power, we have the human skills, and we have the manpower. We have everything over Nigeria. And that is why we are demanding. If they want to continue playing their politics with Mazen Namdekano, it's none of our business. If they want to do political solution, it's none of our business. Our business is that nothing should happen to Mazen Namdekano. That is our business. Because the case of Mazen Namdekano is nuclear. We are not talking about what we will do. But it will never be the case of Abiola. Never ever be. Even a community that Mazen Namdekano have imparted in Biafra will do 1 million times more than what Abiola people can ever think of doing. The wife of Mazen Namdekano talked about in the tweet you showed here. Quote unquote, she doesn't know or he doesn't know where these people come from. That is bullshit. That if that is the case, I come from Ebonyi State.
No,
All
no,
right.
no, no, no. You don't understand that language. You see why me I don't like English. To me, the way I got the message is that from the angle I saw it, you don't know where we come from, meaning that they have planned and they have rounded up on Mazen Namdekano, knowing that they have also rounded up on all the bed bugs, all the chinches, they have given them enough blood to suck. So all of a sudden, the one with that, the criminal, the what again did they call him? Onion Agwagwa Bakeleke from nowhere came out. And then somebody like me jump up inside. Maxwell, everybody, you, every one of us, damn. So they cannot explain it remain a mystery to them. They don't know how we come, how we made it out here again. And they tried to stop us, they could not stop us. So they are still surprised still now that we are here. So to me, that's the way I see it too.
All right.
Go
All right.
on.
I agree with the way you saw it because, this issue, somebody asked me some time ago, never been long, that there is a news he had or rumor that when Mazen Nandekano was in Kenya, that they called him that somebody is coming to him, and that made him to go to the airport where they kidnapped me. He asked me, if this rumor is true, who do I suspect that person could be? I answered and I told him that it is either a very top high government official as a president or a prime minister that would warrant Mazen Nandekano to go by himself to take the person from airport, or his wife.
Bam.
Okay.
Because I don't have second option or second. My answer has no B or A. It's only that
All right. You
Ogoy.
know, Mazugo, they have, sometimes we like to give benefit of doubt, and from those benefit of doubt, our people learn more from it. Okay, ask yourself, who would it be the person that will call Mazen Nandekano? I am in airport now, please come and pick me. And then Mazen Nandekano will go by himself, not sending people, knowing that Mazen Nandekano is the commander of millions and millions of people, that anybody he sends message delivers his presence. I'm not talking about his absence now, that many of the people who have been running around him, all of them have disappeared. I'm not talking about now. I say to you, I strongly believe his wife would have been the person that was used to set him up in the airport. If that rumor is true, that is the only person I believe. Mostly, Namazen Kanu will go to pick by himself. Now, the wife of Mazen Namdekano, why is she more angry with Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, more than Nigeria that kidnapped her husband? Why is she more angry with Prime Minister Simon Ekpa more than Nigeria that kidnapped her husband? Is that not worth thinking about? Is that not something we should all take a minute and think about? Why is she always against Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, more than those that kidnapped her husband? In all these things, we give thanks to Chukwuka Kadiana that brought all of you and brought the Prime Minister of Biafra. He's never back down attitude. He's never give up attitude. He's indefatigable leadership, standing on his ground, saying and never changing from the main issue, have brought us this far in the absence of our leader Mazen Namdekano. If he had for one solitary second backed down from defending Mazen Namdekano, these people would have gotten away with what they want to achieve. But he's still there. He sought him from December down to January, start again from January. They like to go front and back. There are times we heard them, they say that Simon Ekpa is working for Fulani. He's a Nigerian agent. That died out. Their lack of ability to get another news, they go back and recycle the same issue and brought it again, that Simon Ekpa is working for Fulani. But this was old news. This was very old news. They started from the beginning. They couldn't find another news. They went back to it because they don't have that thinking ability. Even in their foolishness to think about what will make them look as if they are doing something, they couldn't. They keep on going back to their vomit. Saying that Simon Ekpa today, saying that Simon Ekpa is a Fulani man and is working for Fulani people on Nigerian government is like a dog going back to his vomit, because this was an old news, an old say. They couldn't find anything new to say. Mazen Namdekano, as we speak today, is still standing strong for Biafra. All right, we are not begging anybody to release him. We are demanding Nigerian government to release him. And if they fail to release him, that is a nuclear case. And the worth of our people depends. Mazuga, I was going somewhere, you called my attention back. But let me digress a little bit and say what I want to say in some parts. Mazen Namdekano impacted people beyond Biafra agitation. Okay. He impacted people beyond, in fact, the coming together of our people was initiated by Mazen Namdekano. That was, for me, it's a different case of Biafra agitation. Okay, you cannot agitate. Who was Rika agitated for Biafra? Ojukwu agitated for Biafra. None of them have gone this far of uniting all our people together. Mazen Namdekano went that far and united our people together. There are people that we take Mazen Namdekano, in fact, not even will. There are people that are taking Mazen Namdekano case as a Biafran issue, and they are also taking it as a personal issue, in sometimes community issue, sometimes state issue, because there are forgotten people. They were forgotten people. And Mazen Namdekano remember them. And let me tell you, they are not going to back down. Mazen Namdekano touch, we are shining, we continue to light, and nothing will quench that light. Nothing. Thank you, Mazugo.
Thank you so much, Mazemeka. Thank you. You see, as you came here now, all of you don't come. At least in this next 30 minutes or next 20 minutes, you are helping me to round up, because the thing is really holding me. If not that you people came in, I would have gone long ago. Okay. Triple M, you're welcome. Are you there?
Yeah, Mazugo. Give me 10 minutes. I will bounce back.
You have the mic.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, on the way. Just 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes.
Okay. See why are you there? See why? Okay. If CY is not there, let's quickly see this. This same Jide now that is telling you that they want you in Nigeria. I want you to listen to him here.
Those of people being whipped, able-bodied men being flogged because they failed to pay the tax that they were levied by bandits or Boko Haram in some parts of Nigeria. So, in exchange for protection, you pledge your allegiance, your loyalty to them, and whatever sum of money they tell you to pay, you will agree to pay so that you can have your peace, so that you can have access to your farms, so that you don't get attacked. This is not new. The police have to go and sit down and stop deceiving us that, as if this sort of thing has never happened. It has happened. It has happened, and it is still happening. Bello Turji in the northwest of our country is one of the three most prominent bandit leaders. And Bello Turji is in the habit of appointing district heads for communities under his control. Just the same way that Boko Haram was appointing Amir and other people for communities under their command. So there is now a very thin difference between Boko Haram terrorists and the ubiquitous bandits of northern Nigeria. In terms of modus operandi, they are extremely similar. In terms of the capability of their fighters, they are similar. Because in the past, no one could believe that bandits could shoot down an aircraft. And we are seeing that bandits shot down an Alpha jet in down Sadao Forest area of Zamfara State last year. And we've seen another one happen this year. So it's not These things are not new.
All right, I believe we heard that. This is the Nigeria people are clamoring for. You know, when we come to tell this, people don't believe us.
But Mazugo, before you proceed, that video you just played now, okay? Everybody watching who knows what have been happening in Nigeria, how people are being mowed down, people are being destroyed, communities taken out, renamed, taken over by the same people the man in the video was mentioning, and everything that had been happening. What they will be paying attention to here from the so-called journalists of Nigeria or an analyst on the issue of Nigeria that gives him the impetus, to come out and analyze, what is happening about Biafra. What people would have been paying attention, actually paying attention personally, to hear from him is the solution. But he offered no solution. All right. In all his analysis, all his reportage on everything, he was talking about what is happening. We all know this is what has been happening. It didn't start today. I mean, it's not going to end tomorrow. It is continuous. Nigeria yesterday is always better than today. I mean, don't believe me. Just look at the newspapers. Look at the happenings. Look around you. Things you can afford yesterday, you can't afford them today. Those places you can go yesterday, you cannot go them today. As day breaks, problem increases in Nigeria in all ramifications of life. All right. Now, what is the solution? The solution is for us to remain and be and be taken out by the same people. For our villages to be taken out by the same people, towns and communities to be taken out by the same people. And the people of Biafra says no. All right. We have a different agenda, and that our agenda is the solution for all people, including him. You see, place is not safe. He may be deceiving himself, living off how much is being paid, to carry propaganda or to try to speak as if he feels the pain of the people in order to win people's hearts, to think there is solution coming when there is no solution. That's what he's doing. The people of Biafra have crossed their mind. The disintegration of Nigeria, total breakup of Nigeria, for people to go and answer their father's name is the solution. You cannot be inside an ocean being drowned, and the solution is continue being in that ocean. The only solution when you are drowning in the ocean is to be removed out of that ocean if there is possibility. And the people of Biafra says there is possibility. We can be out of this drowning ocean. We cannot remain there inside the ocean and think somewhere, somehow, the wind will blow the sea, will blow the ocean, and we will jump out from the ocean. We don't believe in that. We believe that our solution not to be drowned is to swim our way out of that ocean by all means, not to remain in that ocean that we have been drowned. Can he take up that solution? Does he agree with that solution? Or does he want to be in that ocean that is drowning him, that is molding people down? One thing that baffles me most is there have never been any place in the history of Nigeria that any place that these people he's mentioning, the Fulani, terrorists, have gone, clear the people out there, rename the street of those people, the villages, the ancestral homes of those people, and take over there. There have never been a single time you hear that Nigerian security army or their police have gone there to put up a challenge. What they only do is to open an IDP camp and put you there in the IDP camp. Your home is gone. Your ancestral home is gone. Your village is gone. In fact, everything about you is gone. Your identity is gone. The only thing remaining with you is your name, and that your name is not traceable because you cannot trace a name to where people who are, I mean, maybe you are answering some of them from Middle Belt or Benue, who may be answering,
Yes,
maybe
in the
Chris.
people were tracing a name to IDP camp.
If you get the person's name from IDP camp, you want to continue to see where this person come from. You cannot trace the person's name down to where people who are answering Musa, Mohammed, all right, who are answering Tijani or all these things are already occupied. There is you can't trace it. That name you are just carrying that name as as decoration. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Your name worth nothing anymore. In as much as you are an IDP camp, because that value of that name can never be traced again. Any name that can never be traced down to where the origin started has no meaning. That's a fake name. That's a pseudo name. That's what these people are carrying in that deep camp. They have lost everything. They have lost anything that makes them human. And they are still there in IDP camp. And what is the solution? More IDP camp. More IDP camp. More IDP camp. They want to bring down to where? Thank God the people of Biafra stood up and said no. And no became no. I mean, these are the kind of people I like. I like them. Thank you, Mazugo.
They will. Thank you so much. I won't be me. Okay, I won't be me. I won't be me. Are you still there? Because I will be
Yes, I'm here. I'm
I
here,
beg,
Honorable.
I beg you, do me well and give your submission.
You see, I just had some flash news that an Igbo Muslim has been made the Imam of National Mosque in Abuja.
Is there what? I beg, I beg. Talk that talk well, make I follow here.
One Igbo man, where they call him Elias Muhammad or something like that, a converted Muslim, is now the Imam. The Imam is the national Imam Abuja. That is what they can give to.
Not the one person who will see for now for this.
No, is it not a man that entered into the bush and harvested ants-infested firewood that caught dinner in his house? Yes, and the Igbo a na-ekwu ya n'Igbo a sị na ọwụ onye jee n'ime ọhịa ya egota nkụ ahịrịrị juru ọ ya kpọrọ mmemme n'ezinụlọ ya. You see, these are some of the things that we are talking about. When people like you, like me, Mazen Nambe can come out and tell them this. You see, the only place they found that they can give you is to go and begin to knock your head on the ground. Because the person converted. An Igbo speaking Biafran. Shame on these people. I believe that these are the same people that encourage them to build that biggest Islamic center in Enugu also. Ibidem na Alhaji Chukwuemeka, Alhaji Ndebesi, and so on and so forth. See, let me tell you, my people. You heard the other day, I did not discuss it with you, but I had that discussion with in other platforms. It is only in Nigeria that this nomenclature, repentant Boko Haram, is found. Only in Nigeria. For the life of me, as a former military officer, I have never heard, even America that has the world's most improved technologies and whatever, or specialists to de-radicalize terrorists, has never successfully de-radicalized any terrorists. It is only in Nigeria that they did the magic. Within 6 months, they were okay. And they inducted them into the Nigerian army, professional army for that matter, a national army for that matter. At the end, what happened? They took all their accoutrements, the hardwares given to them, and sent it to the bush, to Boko Haram. People are making conjecture. I said, no, there is nothing. You know what Nigeria can do? They call them in, instead of them to be buying, because there are arm embargoes on small, arms, proliferation or something like that. They are tackling now around Africa and the Sahel. So where would they get their weapons? Since Nigeria is supporting these terrorists, where would they get their weapons? They call them in, pretended that they are repentant terrorists, give them in there, put them uniform, put everything on them, give them weapons, and suddenly they ran away with the weapons. The only thing we wake up to hear is that some repentant soldiers recruited into the Nigerian army has made away with the weapons. How? Don't you know where they are? If it was in Biafra land, that village will be raised until they are found. If it is in Biafra land, they will come with all force. But this one, their hands are tied. I don't blame them. I am not surprised. How are you going to fight a disease that you are responsible for? How? You cannot. See, I am using this opportunity to tell my people, that thing Melafia, late Obodaya Melafia said that they would do, by the time they finish the forest, they will begin to come into the towns. And as we speak today, on Saharan Reporters also, bandits are using the profits they are making from kidnapping to buy houses in the town in Kano, Zamfara. I think about 4 or 5 states. And they can still buy house in Biafra land by proxy, like these people now that are answering Alhaji Chukwemeka.
You are saying they can, Max. Are you sure the whole post dilemma has not even sold part of the state house to them?
You see, that was what they wanted to do with the IDP, a place you call that. A place that is ravaged by, insecurity and so on and so forth, according to them. But you are still bringing people into that place. You only bring people, IDPs, relocate IDPs to a place we call safe haven. A place that is so controlled, very peaceful. Security is there, everything is there. But you said that Biafra land, southeast part of Biafra land, is insecure. There are serious threats, insecurity threats going on. But you still want to bring in refugees into it. They were not refugees. They were not refugees. Go and study Lebanon. How did Lebanon become an Islamic state today? Because they accepted IDPs, maybe like 1,000. By next year, you see 2,000. But in 20 years, you see 2 million. And they'll begin to tell you, oh, we want to establish our emir, or we want to establish our religion, or we want to have someone that is going to control us. And they will not do it alone. They will have support from other Arabian Islamic countries, and will push money in there, and they'll begin to destabilize your people. That was what they wanted to do in Imo State. And thank God, just like my brother said, and it was aborted. Look, supposing they brought 500 in there, Honorable, in the next 6 months, you will see another 500 or even more. That enclave, that particular space they gave to them, they will begin to encroach into people's land, because the government will no longer feed them, because this Nigerian government will not feed them. If at all that they are IDP, they will be hustling. They will be hustling. They will be looking for plots of land to farm vegetables. By so doing, they will be encroaching into people's land. And when they talk now, try to go and sue. That is what happened in Southern Kaduna, Zango Kataf. I always lay emphasis on that particular place because I was a living witness there. This is the only thing I would tell my people. They gave them 70,000 hectares in Zango Kataf. Mazugo. They gave them, today is more than 120,000. They have abandoned the place they gave them. They have encroached into people's land. And that is the reason why that problem is happening over there. When the people come say, no, they didn't give you up to this point. You go back. Oh, they come out and start fighting them, buying them. And when the people reorganize themselves to come and deal with them, they will now call the army to come and say, oh, the troublemakers are coming. But you started the trouble. I told you here, that was the reason why I left that place, because I cannot.
Army doesn't come to serve anybody. Army is not serving you. Army is working with them to finish you up. You are talking of.
You know, it's formality. It's formality. They are there always to work with them. It's just like they want to tell you, oh, they called us, they sent me there to go and find out what was going on. And when I did the right thing, I was blamed at last, because I can't sit by, watch the indigenous people's land and their crops be destroyed. And you want me to go and arrest them? You are joking. My mother didn't train me like that. Okay? So this is the only thing I will tell my people. No matter wherever you are as a Biafran, God will not descend from heaven to come and help us. It is only when a man who is in the hole raises his hands up that the people on the surface of the soil will now throw rope or sticks for him to come out. We are doing the needful. No matter how small it is, my brother, in the eyes of Chukwukabiam, is huge. And he will do the rest for us. I never knew today that we'll have Biafran Republic government in exile, a prime minister, honorable members that are presiding over the affairs of our people, both home and in the diaspora. I say, may God continue to bless all of you. Mazi MNK, if you are there, may God bless all of you for what you are doing. I remain, you are one, you are Okene of Biafra land from Ghana. I support you.
I bless you. I bless you too. Bless you too, Max. Bless you too, Max. Let me chip in from that news you brought. That news you brought that an Igbo man was made a chief imam of so and so place. You see, let me tell you something. The war we face now is not just an ordinary war. And even before I go further, every nation in this world have enemies within. That is why in every country they have law against espionage. Espionage, I'm not grammatically correct. I mean, the people who are listening know what I'm talking about. Law against spies, law against saboteurs. Okay? Even as big, as rich, as powerful as United States, they have people from United States who go about giving information of the United States to enemy's country. So if you have somebody with the quoted name of an Igbo man, whether it's an Igbo man or maybe just, they want to, all the same, it doesn't change anything. The fact remains that they will always look for one person from our midst to use and fight us. And for us being the people we are not, going to bow to all these things. All right. Even if they make an Igbo man president tomorrow, which they will likely do, in order to subdue the Biafra agitation or Biafra restoration, we are not going to bow down. Even if they bring natural resources control, which they will likely do in the dying minute to stop Biafra from coming, we are not going to bow. Even if they bring regional government, which they will likely do as their last effort to stop Biafra, we are not going to bow. Our decision is border. We want to have our own border, control our own border, know who comes in into our own border, know who goes out from our own border. If you are flying from air, we will know you. If you are flying out through the air, we know you. We want to know you. That is just what we want. We want to have our own government that we have now to be the full representative of the Biafran people recognized by international communities. This is not a difficult thing to ask. We want our own country. This is not a difficult thing to ask. We want to decide our own future. This is not a difficult thing to ask. We want to determine whether we will eat or we will not eat, whether we will sleep with our head attached to our shoulder or not. We want to be the decision maker of such things to happen to us. This is not a difficult thing to ask. But in a very cruel and useless entity like Nigeria, they think it is abomination because they know they cannot do without us. But if they are wise enough, instead of them trying to show us they cannot do without us, they would have been fighting within themselves, asking within themselves, how can we do without these people? Because these people have already made up their mind and there is no return. Now they carry told them that he's going to pipe oil and gas to all the nations, to Nigeria and all the nations of West Africa when Biafra is restored. This is what Mazen Mandekari promised them. The same man that promised them all these things, they put him in prison. Are you telling me that somebody like me tomorrow, all right, will come out and support a situation whereby somebody who promised you everything to give you oil and gas and make sure you have a growing economy, a good economy, you put him in prison? Am I going to support him to carry out that promise again? I will not, because arresting him and putting him in detention without any proof of his offense, even when the court have said you release him, you keep putting him there. That means you are determined to ensure that all the things that you wish to never come to fulfillment.
Exactly.
They never wish anything good for themselves. If they have ever wished anything good for themselves, they would have not to detain Mazen Namdekano. They wouldn't have kept Mazen Namdekano in solitary confinement. I mean, where he's been tortured. Where, in fact, even every United Nation imagine United Nations saying anything good about us. I mean, somebody from our place, United Nations saying anything good about him, say release him. Even United Nations say release Mazen Namdekano, you fair, you refuse. Every non-human being on earth that is reasonable, sensible, have said you release Mazen Namdekano, you keep holding him there. What ground are you going to say tomorrow? You said you will pipe oil and gas to our territory. Why did you not do it? You cancelled it when you are holding him. Nigeria have more to lose by holding Mazen Namdekano than us. That is where I want our people to stand. We have more to gain from holding Mazen Namdekano than Nigeria has to gain by holding him.
There were Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And Biafrans, Avec, we have to draw the curtain here. Make I go get myself small because I know they okay. So, Mazemeka, I appreciate you, Max, Triple M, and
Yes, Hugo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, I can see that you are not too strong, but God will heal you.
Thank you. He said, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, dear friends, we must continue to do what we know how to do best. You see the voices that came into this studio today, so powerful voices came in, and that is what we call when you pray, God answers. God knows. When I entered this studio, I said, oh, how am I going to do this today? I'll just be playing video one after the other. And all of a sudden, see Max, drop link for me. I drop, see MNK, see Triple M, and G's Casey, I think, that left. But The program that I planned for maybe 1 hour ended up 2 hours and 2 hours plus. That is God answering prayer. That is miracle, not arranging miracle. Not this one, they go pay somebody 3,000 naira to come and testify. He was blind and now he see. Have you seen the video? I beg if you have. We go see, we go see later. Tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is fundraising. We must do our best. We must try every possible best. This fundraising will have, as we can give as little as $1.50. Let us do our best. Like this video, I had somebody come here shouting the like is too poor. I don't know what it cost anybody to just click like on the video. It doesn't cost you anything. When sometimes I will be here as I'm doing program, I will go into Twitter and I see if anybody is doing anything that is Biafra, I share. I will not watch, but I will share. Because
Mazugo, please hold your peace. I would also like you to always put your Twitter handle, because I do always watch your program. Absolutely, because from Biafra 247, that's where I get my news mostly. I do watch your program.
Yeah.
I also want your Twitter, because some of these days, where I don't even know why they left me to speak this long today. Is that
Honestly,
another
they
miracle?
kick you out every minute. They
Yeah.
kick you out.
You see? So I also want you to always put your Twitter handle, so that some of us will always go follow you and retweet. What I have always done, in fact, if there is a award, maybe I will contest to know if I can get that award. I'm just joking. When our prime minister just tweets, I retweet. Simple. Okay. I want you to, and all Biafrans who always put your Twitter handle, so that we go and always retweet everything you tweet. As you here, we have I encourage everybody. I have liked, but I have not shared. I encourage everybody to like and share, and I will also share.
Like, most importantly.
I will also share, because what you are doing, even when you are not sound, just like you need to, but I say this very fine. Even when you are not sound, you keep coming, you keep coming, you keep coming, and that thing you are doing is what is motivating us. I'm one of your biggest fans, but I think you don't know that. But I'm one of your biggest fans. I follow you. I always watch your videos, because you make common sense always. You deliver common sense always. All right. When as they are holding our leader, it is also motivating us. So that is one of the reasons I say we have more to gain from them holding our leader than them that are holding our leader. Them holding our leader is motivating us more and more. In terms of everything, it is motivating us more and more. And that our leader they are holding is the end of Nigeria. If they want something, maybe in future, they will have anything to do with the Biafran people. Live in peace, trade with the Biafran people. Have border relationship with the Biafran people. There are things you can do with your neighbors, many things. If they want it in future, they have to release our leader honorably. Honorably. But if they fail to do that, that means they are intentionally saying to us, we don't want to trade with you, we don't want to have border relationship with you, and we don't want to live in peace with you. And we will accept. If that is what they want, we will accept it, hook, line, and sink. Thank you, Mazugo. Remain blessed and get well soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 2 Light Trillion said he's appreciating you. He's appreciating you for your wonderful comment. I'm the only one that enjoys comment. So, Biafrans, I beg on and make we waka. I believe in a short while another person will come up, maybe Raf or Paul or Biko. We are going, or even Twitter. As I am now, I will switch on to Twitter. I'll be listening without commenting. You listen to people tell you things from from one voice to the other. Triple M is going there. He's always there. Go to Twitter. Honestly, there are people giving their speeches, people that don't even show up on YouTube or Facebook. You go to Twitter, you will learn. There are things you will hear from these people. You will say, so these kind of things are happening. Honestly. So, dear friends, I must say thank you so much. Mazemeka, thank you so much. And every one of you there in the comments, no comment, I appreciate you all. One love. Tomorrow.
God bless you.
Thank you. Tomorrow is fundraising. We continue. We move.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader.